Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Comics in 5 Minutes, Fuck Ice. I'm your ever-loving host, Shorty. Very surprised with this one. It's one that I honestly didn't realise who the creator was when I'd ordered it. It's Chachu, and it's Iman Vellani. And I want to start by saying I've read some of the stuff that Iman Vellani has done, and I want to say that this is absolutely the first one that's genuinely grabbed hold of me. I'm not saying that stuff that he's done before hasn't been good or even great, but sometimes a character isn't quite what I want, a story arc isn't where I want it to go, sometimes even a genre isn't quite where I see myself enjoying stuff at the time. This one is crime noir for that matter, set in the 70s in California, and I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I will say one thing, I don't know this for sure, and I'm happy if anyone wants to add some information on this one, but I seem to remember when Iman first started doing some writing, she did have other creators in there kind of helping her out. I think it's fairly standard, normal thing. If you come in from a non-writer or non-comic book writing background and you want to do something, and maybe you haven't had the time to build your chops and really understand the form, getting somebody else in to help is absolutely fine, standard. I expect it, and I don't have any complaints whatsoever. But I don't know how long she's been doing stuff on her own, but I will say it doesn't feel like very long, and it feels like she's nailing this right now. Like, genuinely do love this book. That being said, I'm going to start with my first thing being some criticism. And it's because it's the kind of critique which almost feels like it's picking on people a little bit when it's just a mistake. I will talk about intentionality a lot in comic books, and even if I don't particularly like 100% what a comic book has done, sometimes I'll give it a really good review because it set out to do something. Even if it wasn't for me, I respect the intent, but just making mistakes is an issue. In this particular one, it's a continuity mistake, and that might not be the most important thing to one's enjoyment of a comic book, but sometimes it can really pull me out of things. And also, I do think continuity is a way you can play really good tricks within the form of comic books. I have an example in my mind right now of a wonderful thing where stuff was happening, and then all of a sudden something seemed to happen kind of out the blue, and I was like, wait, hang on, how does that happen? That makes no sense. And I flicked back, and on a previous page, in a previous panel, the setup was there, but it was subtle. It's the kind of thing that you wouldn't even pay any attention to somebody doing something. It was such a normal thing to be doing that it didn't attract the attention. The panel layout, the art wasn't done to draw the eye to it, but it was there. And comic book will allow you to flick back and check if that's there. In this particular case, our main character is driving a car, she T-bones somebody else, and when you turn the page, on a later panel you do see the front of the car is absolutely wrecked. But between the accident and this page, there's a whole other page where we see the car and it's perfectly fine. It just feels, I don't know whose fault this kind of thing is. I don't know if Iman Vellani needed to be more clear in her artistic direction. I don't know if the artist needed to genuinely have an understanding of narrative flow, or if an editor really should have picked up on that and sent me back to the drawing board. I don't know. But it feels like a big, easy to correct mistake, and it's frustrating. Can I say, I do like it. I liked everything else about it. The artistry is brilliant. I have to check a name, it's not one I'm familiar with. Marianne Ignazi. Absolutely superb art. It's kind of a soft style, not quite Elsa Chartier, but in the same kind of wheelhouse. But it does go very, very hard onto the noir of it all. There's an awful lot of deep, rich shadows. There's quite a lot of Venetian blinds going on there, which is always entertaining to see. And you've got Jordi Belair on the colours, which is just always going to add something to everything. There's nothing this woman can't do well, and this is a perfect example of the colouring, because we have sunset skies over Los Angeles, glowing gold. We have the various over-the-top costume designs of people in the 70s, and every colour feels rich and well thought out. Like, nothing was just thrown on because it would be an interesting colour. It felt like it was designed to be part of the world. Really, really appreciate that. But it is a story in the character I get here that's really my push reason why I think people should try this one. The story is brilliant. It is a proper crime noir thing. It is somebody who has a reason to go and investigate something. There's an awful lot of moving parts and an awful lot of cool characters, which we get introduced to very early on. Some quite unsavory people, some people who have a hidden background, some people who are clearly keeping secrets from themselves and other people. But it's a main character really stands out, because there's an awful lot of non-verbal visual cues as to who this person is, and they all come across on the page brilliantly. It is this wonderful connectivity of writing and art, and how it all plays out, and we're like, oh, this person thinks she is a certain way, and she wants the world to think she is that way, but she isn't, and it comes across. Just occurred to me, I don't think I even know the character's name. I don't think we ever get told it. It's all from her point of view. They do like the whole internal narration, very crime noir, I love it. When other people talk about her, it's she's my niece, or they give her a... Yeah, I think we got to the end of the first issue, and I could be wrong here, but I don't remember seeing her name. I might have to go back and reread that and check. 'Cause that's a cool thing either way. Anyway, yes, love it. Genuinely think it's a fantastic start, and I am looking forward to seeing how it plays out. That's it from me for now, though. Until I see you all again, look after each other, everyone. Stay safe. Bye!